Welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel. I'm Solison, and this is the Untamed Oracle. I'm actually at work. This is my office, and I had some time between clients, and I wanted to do a reading. I just feel a lot of emotion today. I have some ideas of why, but I feel very in tune. I feel like the veil is very thin, and this is for you who clicked on this reading. So I'm going to be talking to you. Um, Yeah. So I'm going to draw, I have 4 different decks here, and I'm going to draw some cards on the energy that you, yeah, have come from. Oh, and I feel it really strong. Got the World card, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. What's coming up for me is from where you came from. You've just completed a major cycle in your life, and like it's a big deal. You have broke through layers of karma. What's coming up for me is a lotus. Like lotuses are revered in almost every faith tradition, but they are what bloom out of mud, and almost the deeper the mud, the more that they bloom, the healthier the flower is, and they just will bloom no matter what. And you have come out of so much ancestral and family and generational karma, and you have just completed something, and you have recovered like a lost part of your innocence, your child, your creative child innocence, the dreamer. I feel like you're that part of you, that is the dreamer, that you've had. It has gotten you through, but it's also made you trust and believe in people and kind of put a veil over your eyes of people that were maybe not trustworthy. And in this recent closing of a chapter, you have new clarity. And sometimes with that new clarity, when the fog is lifted and you see it, there's pain there, but you have closed the cycle. You have ended a cycle, not only in your life, this is a big deal, but in your family line. I'm gonna get an animal spirit card. Wow. I just feel so like, and I feel like there's no one to celebrate with you. Like, you've done it, and it's like no one has really witnessed it, but I'm witnessing it with you. Like, some cycles, some things that we go through, some things that we overcome in life, no one ever sees. The biggest victories are silent, and this is what you have just come through. You've closed a chapter, not even a chapter, a book. You've closed the book. Hallelujah, you closed it. The cow spirit, miracles are endless. And with this, there's so much growth. I keep seeing flowers and growth, and it's a lotus flower. And there's a peaceful simplicity with your energy. It's not pretentious, it's not overt, but it's so much beauty flows from your natural innocence, your natural, and it's not naivety. Maybe in the past it was, but it's just your natural innocence, that Page of Cups that is in you. But you've transcended, you've matured, but you still have been able to keep that innocence that makes things grow. It's the very energy of abundance. You know, you make things grow around you. Like a lotus, even though you didn't have, your root was damaged, where you came from was damaged. Where you came from was damaged, but you still make things grow anyway. And you have always had enough. So I feel like you have, I'm getting that there's something in your life that where you could identify like you do not have enough. Like someone from the outside looking in at your life, they would say, she's gone without, or he's gone without. But you've had this mysterious way. It's kind of like, how does a lotus suddenly bloom into a beautiful flower out of a swamp? But it just does. And it had all of the right elements, all of the right ingredients. It knew how to alchemize the mud. So that's why people think that, well, how could she or he, how could you do what you've done? How could you become anything special? How could you, because you came from a swamp. Your root was damaged. But you did anyway. You create beauty wherever you go. What's the current energy that you're flowing into? What's the current energy that you're flowing into? You are done being exploited. I feel like in earlier times, yeah, it's a death to the old you who would just give your energy, your resources without maybe as much discernment as you have now, but you have, with whatever chapter, whatever book you just closed, you have up leveled in your level of discernment, and you are no longer just giving without discernment. And this new phase, this new ending sometimes brings you anxiety and discomfort because it's new. It's never been done before. You are the code breaker in your family line. You are the generational. You are the bridge. It hasn't been done before. You are the first of your kind in your lineage. And I'm getting the Page of Cups again. You have always been offering your innocence, your cup, your gift of purity, of beauty, of innocence, of creativity to others, trusting that it would flow back. And that is what has made you grow. It's because of that love that you've had inside. And now you're entering a new phase where you are keeping more of that. You are going to be learning how to not keep it for yourself, but protect your energy from people who, and your gifts from people who don't deserve it. You're discerning now. You're not meant to save everyone, and your natural essence just radiates anyway. You don't have to give extra to people who can't see you. That's what I'm getting. People could not see you, and it's not your job to make them see you. What else did I get? I got the horse spirit. You're free now. You have unlocked a whole other level of freedom, and you are going to be moving forward in a totally new energy. This is a totally new book that you're opening, and that causes you anxiety sometimes, causes you to feel like not capable. You feel insecure sometimes, and then I feel like you get these glimpses or bursts of creativity and hope, and then you kind of go back to anxiety a little bit, but that's okay. That's part of the new. What advice do we have for you? What advice as far as where you're headed? What else you need to know? Oh, I just love you. I feel you're a kindred spirit to me. The Hierophant. Yeah, this new book that you're opening, that you're starting to write now, is going to be about you sharing what you know with people. And it's not going to have to be forceful. It could be a role of a teacher or something like official, or like a role or a job or a career or something. Oh my gosh, you got the Page of Cups again. Oh my gosh. I am shooketh. You have this innocence. You could not be broken. Your innocence, if anyone had a reason for that light to go out of their life, that innocence, you were meant to die. You were meant for this part of you to die. And you are relentless. You would not. And because of that, you have earned your clarity. You had it already, but like you've earned it in the, this 3D world. We're in these muggle suits. We forget a lot. We're subject to physical conditions and our genetics and all of those things that kind of like muddy the waters, damage our root here in our physical body. You were supposed to die, but you didn't. That part of you was supposed to die, but that part stayed alive. And now you're speaking from real wisdom, and you got the star, the healing. You got the star. You are walking healing. People are in your presence and they heal. They make shifts because your frequency is so steady. You have transmuted and you have alchemized the mud so much, and your very presence reveals the truth. You don't even have to teach it in an overt way. Your very presence reveals the truth, and you bring justice to unjust situations. I don't know what your profession is. In me, I work with couples, I work with individuals, and sometimes I see that where literally just you being in the presence of these two people, things start to unravel, and I get that feeling, like it starts to reveal itself. It just starts to happen no matter what. And oh yeah, I'm getting that this is you. Okay. You are understated. People do not see you. You are a walking justice, walking divine being in plain sight, and people mistaken you. They cannot see you. That's what makes your medicine more potent. Your frequency is medicine, and it makes it more potent because it's unassuming and people don't expect it, and you catch them off guard. And they are changed by your energy, just your presence. You don't have to say anything. I think you do. You do say things. When you do say things, it really lands and it really drops it into them, and they end up thinking about it afterwards. And you are the wounded warrior. You have worked hard, and you keep rising. You keep rising no matter what. You were meant to die. You weren't meant to die, but people and situations and systems, whatever you want to call it, intended for you not to make it. That part of you not to survive. But you survived anyway. You are the Lotus. You are the lotus. What's one more animal spirit? Yeah, you are the lotus, and your friendships might change. Um, I don't even know that you have friends, to be honest. Your associations may change. And that's okay. I think surrender and let them go. Let things, you're in the middle of a transition period. And when you have closed a book, when you have rewritten the code, when you are opening a new book, the old will pass away. The old relationships, things will be in disarray for a while. But you can collaborate with the divine. You connect to, hopefully you're connecting to this message because I am speaking through the divine. You can access it in a million different ways, whatever resonates for you. But if you are listening to me now, then this is your sign that the divine is working through you and with you and is there, and all you have to do is keep seeking and asking for help. It can be so simple, and it is everywhere. Literally, it will find you. You will find little signs and messages. If you're looking, you will find them, and it'll just give you enough little by little to keep going in this new path. You are an amazing soul, and I knew I was inspired to do this random reading at work today for a reason. And you're a soul sister, you're a soul brother. I love you. Keep carrying on.